Hey guys, Cichlid Mania here. Figured I'd shoot another update video of the fish room and the saltwater hot tub. Let's see, where do I want to start right now? It is snowing outside, so that means we are around freezing temperatures. I noticed that the dehumidifier is having a little bit of troubles keeping up. As you can see, there is water on the windows, so I'm not too happy about this because I really want to put insulation up on these panels, but I'm afraid if I put insulation here that I'm going to get a moisture behind the insulation and basically start growing mold. So I don't really know if I want to purchase a different dehumidifier or if I want to purchase another one, but hopefully I can get that figured out. I know I got to get heat out here eventually. Once I get this hot tub up at around 80 degrees, that's going to put out quite a bit of heat. So I don't know. I might purchase some black visqueen and put the visqueen over this to kind of keep the cold air from coming in, and throw insulation in there and hope that I don't grow mold. I'm not sure, but we'll figure that out. As you guys can see, I got my hot tub off, and I have finally figured out what I'm going to do with the jets. So I don't know if you guys can see, I don't have this turned on right now, but I basically just made these attachments right here. These jets aren't any PVC size, so I was able to use a tube that I don't know, I just had in some of my fish supplies, and I was able to basically cut it, put it inside the jet, and it fit this hose that I bought. Then I went and got a 1/2-inch barbed fitting that goes to 1/2-inch threads, and basically put it into a 1-inch jet thing right here. And the cool thing about it is these things adjust. I can turn them down all the way, and basically all they are is a PVC fitting that let's see if I can take this one out. As you can see, all it is a 1-inch hose that I boiled in water, and I boiled it for about 5 minutes, and then I took a 2x4 and I smashed it down to kind of get a bigger flow. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and attach this back on here, and I'll turn this on and show you guys. Make sure that's all the way in there. Yep. And I just did that 4 times. Long story short, I did have these split into T's, and there was 8 jets. I lost a lot of flow doing that, and I still want to have enough power on this pump to run another tank and still have flow in here. I'm not too worried about taking away too much flow from this tank because I can always add power heads, but I definitely want to have enough power in this pump to basically run some more tanks. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and plug this in. Oh yeah, I always forget to turn these ball valves on. So as you can see, there is quite a bit of water movement going on. I would drain the tank to show you guys basically how much flow we're getting, but it is perfect. I couldn't ask for any better flow. You guys can see I can't really get that out of the water. That's about as far as I can get that one out of the water. But let's see if I can get a better one. Let's see if I can get this one to show. As you can see, basically, there's a good stream, good amount of power coming out of these things. And the only way I was able to get that kind of flow is by basically bending those down and making them nice and flat. But these are awesome. I mean, I can jet it down right here. This one, I'm thinking about tipping it down so it gets the bottom of the tank all getting spread around. But the reason why I did this, guys, is because these jets are all at different heights. This one's all the way down at the bottom. This one comes up about a couple inches, and then, you know, a couple inches from that, and that, and that. So the reason I did this is so I can have the jets all at one height, and I can slip my egg crate in there at any height that I want to. So I'll purchase the egg crate. I'll probably make I don't know, one of these I want to keep stationary because I kind of want to somehow support this with the jets and stuff. I might have to cut holes for the egg crate to pop through. Not really sure how I'm going to do it or not, but basically I do want one level, and I'll just have these jets probably about 5 inches above all the corals, and I'll stack my corals out accordingly. But I thought that turned out really good. If you guys have any other ideas, feel free to let me know, but I think that worked out really good. I still got quite a bit of power left if I need to, and yeah, we're moving right along. Next thing I'm going to start doing, guys, is basically I do have these bicycle hooks up here, which I ain't going to go with those. I'm going to go with an eye hook, and basically I'll drill these out and just get these bolted on this. I'll go ahead and paint this board, and I'm going to go ahead and get my lights hanging over this. I got an 800 watt ballast right here, and I just got black bat wings that I'll be using. Eventually I'll change the reflectors out if need be. Those throw off a pretty good span. I've had these things lit, this tank lit before on some of my old videos with 800 watts, and hey, it was good coverage. But we'll get that set up. I'm also going to be taking this light that you guys see here. This is a 300 watt compact fluorescent 6-foot light, and I'll replace all these tubes in here, or I might change these out for T5s, but I need to basically get this plug rebuilt right here. You can get that plug rebuilt. But this is 300 watts. I'll throw 12,000 or 10,000 K on this one, and this light fixture will span all the way across. And what I'll do is I'll have a rack of mother colonies that are growing here, and I'll grow those all under 10,000. And then basically what we'll have on the frag rack right here, I'll probably have running off of 20,000 K, so I can get them really nicely colored. But I'm not sure right now. Biggest thing is getting this thing running and cycled and all the fun stuff right there. So I know you guys are getting pretty excited to see this thing get fired up, but it also is going to take a lot of time. Getting this thing to cycle safely and be well established is going to take some time and a lot of testing, and you know, I got a lot of kinks that I got to work out in my system. I got to make sure that when I set this up that I have virtually no downtime. And something like this, something so big, you know, with all the plumbing that we have going on over here, the biological filtration that we have going on over here, you know, there's a lot of room for error. And with a sump and a protein skimmer, I just want to make sure that this thing is built perfect before I invest, you know, thousands of dollars in coral. I mean, if you guys think about it, once this thing's full, there can be well over $20,000 in coral inside this. And if something was to happen, a pump break, or my nitrogen cycle get out of whack, or, you know, my water become toxic, there's a chance where I can lose a lot of coral, which isn't something that I want to do or look forward to. So eventually there will be a reef keeper on here keeping this safe. But you know, there's other issues in this garage that I need to address. I need to address the heat in here. I need to make sure that this garage is going to stay warm enough. I got to make sure that my heaters are going to keep up with basically all the water that I have here. We're just now getting into the winter season. We just had our first snow this morning, and the last thing that I want to come out here and find out is my tank's 70 degrees, you know, really cold. That's kind of why I went with the hot tub instead of a big tank. It's basically, this whole thing's insulated, and the only thing that I have to worry about is the top, which I got an idea for that. I do have the hot tub lid for this. In my previous videos, I did have it hovering over the top of this with my lights hanging from it. I might go ahead and do that, and the reason why is I can set that lid up here. I can drill a bunch of holes in it and basically make a curtain rod out of it, and basically I could have black visqueen double layered, be able to go around this, and I can trap all the heat in here and basically have a fan that I don't know. The only thing that concerns me with that is humidity, and I might have a humidity issue in there with my lights and stuff like that, so maybe I won't do that. But there's always ways around that. Building a lid obviously is going to keep a lot of heat in there. I would have to go with acrylic. It's a lot of money though, but I got a couple ideas up my sleeves. But you know, we'll address all those problems when they come. But all in all, I think this is working out perfect. I hope that you guys like this. I know it's something different, but hey, the hot tub was free, and the pump and the bio sand filter only cost me $50. So right now, I mean, I'm only into this thing, you know, $100 or so, including my plumbing. So not a lot of money for something this big, you know. I don't know, my boy has a wrestling tournament this weekend, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be working on this at all, but I am going to try to make a video. Let's see. I was going to shoot a video for Grant Cichlid. He's one of my newest subscribers. He asked for me to make a video on species and stuff. I'm already at 12 minutes on this video, so I ain't going to do it on this video, but what I'll do is I'll just talk about a few of my species right now. I know that Grant Cichlid has some yellow labs, which are electric yellows. This one that you're seeing right here is a male, and the way that you tell that it's a male is this dorsal fin that you have right there on top. On a male, you're going to get a lot of black right there, and same thing with the pelvic fins and the anal fins down below. They're both going to be black too. And here's a little trick. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I'm sure they do. But if you take a look at an electric yellow's eyes, they have a horizontal stripe that runs through them. And with females, they don't have a horizontal stripe running through it. So here's a female right here, and as you can see, its eyes are solid black with a single ring around it. I don't know if you guys can tell in this video, but there on this electric yellow here, there's a black horizontal strip that runs vertically through its eye. That means it's a male. Another thing to look for too is if the fish is ugly, more than likely it's a female. As you can see that this one right here, she's a female. You can see that she's not a nice solid yellow color. She's kind of spotted. There's a little bit of black on her and a little bit of black on the anal fin. And from what I've done research-wise and everything, I'm finding that more of these fish are starting to look like males that are females. And the reason why is that we're getting all these foods out these days. Not saying that omega-1 is one of them, but a lot of these foods that these captive breeders are using have a lot of hormones in them. You know, and unfortunately, it's turning our female fish into males. You know, getting them to basically be more dominant. And I've just been noticing that, and also a lot of our fish, you know, they're becoming crossbred. They're in the factories and even in the lakes too. We're getting a lot of that, I've heard, through the grapevine. So those are just things to think about, you know. Even though it might look like a male, it could be a female. I just noticed I've been coming across a lot of those problems lately. But that's just one of the species that I have a little bit of information on it. I don't know if anybody has any peacocks, but same thing in the bird industry of it. A male bird is usually always prettier than a female bird. Well, same thing goes for the peacock fish. This is a male peacock right here, and you can see how colorful it is. It's got the egg spots on the anal fin, which indicates that it's a male. With this species, females have virtually no color whatsoever. Same thing with a peacock bird. A peacock female bird is silver or gray. And I'll show you guys a female over here. Let me go ahead and turn this on. Been having some issues with this light. I got to replug this bulb in. But let's see. Oh, okay. So there's a female right there. Same fish right there. That's a peacock female. Sorry, I got a little bit of algae on my glass, but she's pregnant. And you can see she has no color whatsoever. So that's one of the easiest ones to figure out who's male or female. One thing to think about too is these fish take a long time to get their color, and they only color up when they're by themselves. As you can see, here's another peacock right there. That is a boy, even though it's silver right now. He's got a little bit of red on the bottom. But when you have these in a tank, the best way to get two of them to color up is to separate them. So I got one here, and I got one inside this 70-gallon tub right here. They're both colored up. If I was to put them both in the same tank, there's definitely going to be some fighting going on, and eventually one's going to dominate the other. And one is not going to be as colorful, and in some cases might be silver or gray, just like a female. The reason why the other male would do this would be basically to hide its domination from the other one. So it'll look like a female, so it doesn't get picked on like a male. That's the one thing that kind of sucks about peacocks. You know, you can't have a bunch of the same looking ones in there. But I've seen people out there successfully do it. I haven't been able to successfully do it. I had a red peacock, a blue peacock, an OB peacock. You know, and for the most part they got along, but I noticed drastic color changes, and it just sucks because I mean they're some of the prettiest fish I think out of all the cichlids. So yeah, let me think real quick. You know, and with some of your red zebras, here's the dominating male red zebra that I have right here. You can see all the egg spots in the back, which pretty much indicates that it's a male. That's kind of like a way for the female fish to know where to spit her eggs out to get fertilized. You can also tell that he's male because he's got a bluish tint to him, which means that he's the most dominant red zebra that's in here. With the females are kind of hard. They're bimorphic, which means the males and the females they somewhat look alike. Let's see if I can find a female in here real quick. Oh, here's one right here in front of them. We're looking at one right now. This is a female right here. The only reason I know is because she's giving me babies. But here's another female right here. You can kind of tell that she's a female with a little bit of the dinginess color has gone away. But I don't know. It's really hard to tell with some of these other fish that I have in here. Unfortunately, that's just the species that they are. I've noticed with some of these pseudotropheus, I don't know how to pronounce it, Diosomana, I think is how you pronounce it. They're, let's see if I can find one real quick. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here's one right here. You can see that it has a little bit of yellow on the body right here. That means it's a male. Males are going to show you that yellow dominating color, and when you got the females, they're going to have that dingy kind of loss in coloration. That's something to look for. Here's another one right here. Obviously, he's going to be a boy. You know, there's a bunch of things to look for. Here's a female right here. You can see she don't have any egg spots whatsoever. Actually, it looks like she might even have some babies in her mouth right now. But I'll be straight up with you guys. I don't know a lot about species. I don't know a lot about male and females. I'm really good at basically building tanks, plumbing tanks, doing filtrations, things like that. When it comes to species names and fish, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I am not too smart on that. That's a whole different genre. There's a lot to know about it. I've only been doing cichlids for 5 years, so I'll do the best I can to tell you guys basically which fish I think are which. I'm real good at breeding and getting fish to survive, and that's about the only part that I like about it. So if you guys have any more questions, you guys can always ask me, and I can always do research and get back to you guys. So that concludes my video. I just want to say thanks for the new subscribers. I think I got 10 new subscribers within just a couple days. I appreciate that. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'll keep you guys updated on the videos.